accident. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, the 12th of February. So I wanted to tell everybody a story, but first, let me take a shower. So when I was like 9 years old, I was living in New York City. I remember one day I was walking back from school with my sister and my mom. What I remember is my mom came to pick me and my sister up, and she had this worried look on her face, like there was something really bad going on, but it's like she couldn't tell us. And then my teacher, as we were leaving, gave me the same look. I think she might have said something like, everything's gonna be okay. And by this, I was really confused. I was trying to think of what was going on. And so we started walking back home, and all of a sudden I see like all these police rushing towards like the area where my apartment is. I see all these fire trucks going. I see people, like civilians, walking away from this place. I'm like, wow, there's probably something going on near my house, and I was just trying to think of what it was. And basically, I realized that the building across my building was on fire because of some huge accident. So basically, all the cops were telling all the civilians to go away from where my apartment was. At this time, me and my sister, like being really young kids, we were panicking. My parents were panicking. My dad was still at work. So he comes home early, or leaves work early, in order to help us like figure out what to do. He comes over, we kind of chill in this like bakery, and so my dad comes, and then we figured that this is gonna take a lot longer than we thought, because it had been like a couple hours and they weren't letting anyone near the house. So let me see if I can find the news, maybe like a video or something, because it was on the news. It was like all over the US. There it is.
With a bizarre twist here in New York City, as a small passenger plane hits a building, one of the occupants of that plane, a pitcher for the New York Yankees. A small passenger plane owned by New York Yankees pitcher Cory crashed into a New York residential high-rise today.
I was walking down towards 72nd Street on the corner. I heard the loud crash, and then I turned the corner. There were flames coming out of the side of the building.
Chaos. I was so scared, let me tell you. There was almost like a mushroom-type cloud of fire. Instantly, 4 apartments had burst in flames, fire emanating outside of the building, and I saw a lot of debris falling onto the concrete below it. It was extremely frightening.
Flames shot out of the windows as firefighters headed into the 50.
So yeah, what this taught me was that New York City is a dangerous place, and number 2 is that these sorts of things can happen to even the most confident people. Sometimes these people are in the spotlight, like celebrities. Like, I think it's really important to never take these sorts of things for granted, and always be prepared for any kind of disaster in such a huge city like New York.